Hi, welcome back to the channel. I was just thinking, I was like, what a great opportunity for me to show you what I am taking on my half marathon, because I know there's always a lot of questions around gels, like what to take on the day, what to wear. So I am just going to walk you through what I am doing for my sub 150 half attempt. So I'll just take you through now literally what I'm going to be wearing, what gels I'm going to be taking, why I'm going to be taking it, and what I'm going to be eating before. Bye. So first of all, let's talk about the race nutrition. So for me personally, the pre-run, this should be something that you're practicing throughout your prep for your half marathon. So as you're doing your 15K, your 16K, 17K, 18K, whatever, 19K, whatever you're going up to, and if you're more advanced with your half marathons, we would be running half marathons in the prep, etc. So you should be practicing your pre and intra nutrition throughout that, so that by the day nothing's different. And what we shouldn't be doing is just introducing new things on the day or picking up food from the race. You know, like, we should be prepared and organized if we're really serious about achieving what we want to achieve throughout the race. So getting used to gels and things like that throughout your runs is great, and just testing out pre-workout, etc. I know that a lot of people don't have full clarity on like what they should have before and after. Obviously, benefit of having a coach is that we will tell you what to do, but for the foremost, we want to think about carbohydrates. So carbohydrates are going to digest into the bloodstream super quick, and it is going to enable you to perform to the best of your ability. Most people hit a wall, two reasons: one, undertrained; two, lack of nutrition and don't have enough energy to do the run. So I am not going to be one of those people. I make sure that I actually, if anything, like, I almost take it too far in terms of my nutrition, because at the end of the day, I want to perform. I am not worried about adding an extra 90 calories just for not bothering. I would rather have too much than too little, because it means that ultimately I can achieve the performance goals I want. So before the race, I will have my go-to, as always, my rice cakes, my banana, my honey. So that is going to be me for the race day, and I will do a race day video showing you the timings of what I will do. And then when we're talking about intra nutrition, so these are the gels that I go for. They are SIS Sport in Science, and they are absolutely fantastic, I think, personally. I've tried a couple of others. I've tried one called GU, like GU, I think it is, and they were so sweet, they made me feel sick. I actually threw up after my first marathon taking those. I've tried Jelly Babies, but at the end of the day, these are specifically for sport. So they are specifically created for endurance. So Jelly Babies are not. Jelly Babies are made for kids. So these are obviously going to give you the most optimum amount of performance. And again, you should be trying to get used to gels when you're learning to run, when you're getting better at running, when you're progressing towards your half marathon, so that on the day you don't take 4 and then shit yourself. So your digestive system will obviously need to get used to these, because they digest very quickly. Obviously, it's straight carbohydrates. So each of these have 87 calories. So they are 22 grams of carbohydrate. So I will have one just before my run, and then I will have all 5 of these in my run. I would probably start at, I would probably do 4, 8, 12, 16, and I'll probably do 19 as well. The reason that I'm doing that, like I said, is to keep my bloodstream constantly topped up with energy, with carbohydrates, so I'm gonna be absolutely flying. If I took one of these at 11K, I could already be in a massive calorie deficit, and it's gonna hinder my performance. So that is race nutrition number 1. So second up is hydration. So along with the nutrition, obviously you want to think about the hydration that we've got. So some of the gels actually include electrolytes. These ones don't specifically. So I am going to be having some electrolytes. These are vegan. Well, we actually got these from Dubai, to be fair. But you can get electrolytes anywhere. And essentially they've got sodium in them. And what happens is when you sweat, you lose sodium from the body. So when people get cramps when they run, it's often because they are low in salts within the muscles, and they are cramping because they are asking for more sodium or potassium. So what I will do is I'll put one of these, I'll have one of these in the morning before I go, and then I don't know why I've got 2 there, and then I'm just going to take plain water. For me, nicer to have on the run, and I'm only going to take 500 ml because I'm already carrying all of these gels, so it's pretty heavy already, and I can grab water on the run, but I don't personally need, it's great to stay hydrated, but personally I don't actually, probably will not drink huge amounts more than this, maybe 1 cup of water, but I don't want to be carrying too much because I want to be as light as possible. So next up for me personally, I am going to be wearing my heart rate strap. So I wear a My Zone strap. I've only got this one because I used to work at Valentine's Gym and I got it for free. So there we go. Otherwise I probably would have bought the Garmin one or the Wahoo one. Simon actually bought me for my birthday, but I didn't want it because I already got this one. So I literally just wear this here. The benefit of having a heart rate monitor, I have got a Garmin as well. I've got this 7S Solar, I think it's 7 Solar. This heart rate monitor is pretty much accurate, but this is just even more accurate because obviously it's on the chest. The thing with obviously, the thing with obviously having a heart rate monitor on your wrist is that your watch is going to move. If you have a Apple Watch, your heart rate monitor is going to be absolutely shite because your watch is not a fitness watch, your watch is a phone on your wrist. It moves a lot, the sensor's not great, so most people find that their heart rate is like 20 beats per minute more than what it actually is if they were to get a heart rate monitor. So again, if you're serious about running, you need to learn your easy heart rate zones. So heart rate monitor is going to be the perfect solution for you. And like I said, I have this one. I think these are about £120, so they're more on the expensive side. Garmin's about 90 and the Wahoo one's about 40. And I've got a Garmin, so they do all connect, but obviously everybody's really different. So this is what I am going to take. And then along with that, obviously I have my running vest. This is it Salomon? I call it Solomon, but I think it's Salomon. So this is a fantastic vest. This has served me so well since I started my running training. I literally had a grey one last year, but I wasn't vibing it. This one has served me well since about a year ago, to be fair. I got it when I moved to Dubai. So yeah, it's called the Hydrate Vest 4. And it's got no storage on the back as such. I think you could put something in there, but obviously it's got a zip on the front. It's got these little bits on the front as well, so you put your water bottles in there. These actually come with it, so like they're part of the package. You get 2 of them, and then you can just loop them in there, and you can just tie it up at the front, and you can just unclip it from the front as well, so you don't have to put it over your head. So this is great. It absolutely stinks now, but it's washable. It's been in the wash so many times. It's great. I actually wear an extra small, and I am 63 kilos, so I hope that helps. And then in terms of like extras for the run, so one thing that I definitely wear is, we call it Chub Rub. This is actually Acessos Chamonix cream, and it's for bike riders, like for the nuts. But I just wear this put it on between my thighs and like under my glutes so that I don't chafe. Just because I don't actually like wearing leggings, I always wear shorts. Like wherever I am, rain, shine, I always wear shorts. So this is really great for me. It stays on, it's sweat proof. I wore it in my marathon as well. So yeah, this has done me good, this exact brand. I won't change the brand because I've worn it since I started running. So this is absolutely fantastic. And then obviously I'll be taking my AirPods. I have actually been wearing the Beats headphones. They are better for battery life. I actually wore these in my marathon and they died at 3.5 hours. So I had to run the last half hour of my marathon with no music. And it was like pure torture. But these will do for the 2 hours. Next up are the shoes. So these are obviously not brand new, state of them. But these are the Alpha Flies. So you can see here, oh sorry, I get in trouble for putting them on there probably. Nike Air Zoom Alpha Fly. So these are actually the old style and I don't like the new style. I got a blister in my most recent marathon prep, and it actually took me out for 2 weeks because I then ran on the outside of my foot and did my anterior tib in. So I actually prefer these. You can't really buy them in many places anymore. It's really annoying, but I love them. They have what we would call a carbon foot plate in here. So it increases your ability to run faster, the carbon foot plate. It's what Kipchoge wore in the fastest marathon he ever did. So these shoes were specifically made for runners. The benefit of this shoe comes in when you're running like fast, so like anything sub like 5:30, 5Ks. The benefit of carbon fiber comes in when you're running fast. So I actually made it when I first started running. I actually started wearing them because I had a problem with my knee, and obviously the carbon foot plate is like running on clouds. However, I wouldn't suggest to wear a shoe like this with a carbon foot plate for all of your runs. The reason being is, well, we want the body to adapt without it, and the carbon foot plate comes into practice when you're running fast. So if you're not specifically running fast, not really going to get the benefit from it, and obviously it would just feel a bit weird to run. As you can see, obviously they're quite slanted as well. So these are going to be the race day shoes of choice. They're a little bit old, these ones, but we'll get one more race out of them. So yeah, that's pretty much it in terms of the race. That's how I'm gonna prep. That's what I'm going to take. Like I said, I'll film a YouTube on the day, just sort of like talking through some of the food that I've had and stuff like that. And I have actually got someone to come film the day, so I'm really, really excited about it. But obviously we'll be doing a carb up as well before, so I'll try and get as much of this content for you as possible, just to give you a really big insight into how I personally approach a half marathon. Obviously I am a fitness coach as well, so I actually coach women to run marathons, to run half marathons, to get 5, 10k PBs. So this is something that I have a large amount of experience with, and obviously I've put into practice quite a lot with the 2 marathons that I've run already. So yeah, very excited for the day. I hope that you enjoyed my half marathon prep. Have a great day.